I've realized as a marriage counselor that the very issues that people experience in marriage, there was a root cause. It didn't start in marriage, it started in the relationship, but you were ignorant. And so you carried it because you think that the signs that you are seeing in relationship the person will change automatically. So you carry those signs inside because you were casual about it. You end up becoming a casualty in marriage. And not just that, the attitude you are seeing, which means signs, becomes magnified in marriage. Why? Because when you are close to someone, the character becomes boldened, becomes loud, becomes magnified. That's why when you see a little ant, it's very tiny, put a tiny item on the ground. When you put a microscope close to it, what happens? It looks really big. The same thing happens with attitude that you have ignored, bad attitude. By the time you get married to the person, it becomes really bold, it becomes very big. That's why you see, I didn't know that the thing was there before. No, it was there. You're the one that did not see it. You don't understand that closeness to an attitude means loudness. It means boldness. It means bigger. So one of the people who are lovers of themselves are people who are not givers. So when you're in a relationship with someone who is not a giver, just know that you are in a terrible relationship. For God so loved the world that he did what? When I talk about giving, I'm not just talking about money. You give communication, time, communication. People think that the highest form of intimacy is sex. Have you ever seen, do you ever take your time to wonder why a prostitute can have sex and not talk and leave and collect their money? Because why? They're not intimate with you. They just came for their business. I have seen people who are married. They just have sex and never talk. The highest form of intimacy is not sex. It is communication. That is why it is companionship, not sexualship. What does it mean? It means that if there is no communication existing amongst partners, there cannot be companionship. So the only way we can ship being companions is that we are communicating. Communication is what brings intimacy. It's not sex. Communication. So when you're in a relationship with someone and the person does not call you in 1 week, what are you both doing? You don't understand. The guy is busy. You don't seem to understand. This guy is very busy. He's such a busy fellow. Do you know what he does? Tell me what I don't know. Really? You don't understand. He's so busy. Before he does it, now he first busy pass. He does this. Then for the lady, the one that won't pains me is that a guy will send the lady airtime. The lady still don't have time for him. Yeah, what? But they are burning your airtime. You will keep on buying airtime. Yet the girl does not have time for you. With your airtime, she won't even call you. She'll be giving excuses. And you say you are in love. You love with who? Your phone? You transfer data for her, yet she will refuse to agree to dates with you. Communication. When you cannot give communication, you are not in a relationship. You can't give communication, you are not in a relationship. You say, oh, the person is. Let me tell you something. Anybody who loves you will give time to you. That's one of the signs. One of the signs to know whether a marriage or relationship is shaking is that you no longer give time to yourselves. No matter how busy. In fact, it's in the business that is a test whether the person values you. It's not in idleness that you know your value. It's in business. When the person is idle, the person can be calling 10 times. Even you'll be bored. Have you eaten? Have you slept? Have you? Somebody's talking to you. Say, I thought you were sleeping. I don't understand. You guys don't have anything you're talking about because both of you are idle. But when you are busy, you now know that your relationship really has value, contents. So it's in business that in 24 hours, the person can create time for you, then you know that you are valuable to the person. No matter how busy. The person can sneak out. That means that the person is thinking about you. But when you are there, 24 hours, the next day like that, 7 days. Even you, when you have not talked with God, won't you feel dry? The same way when in relationship there's no communication, there's dryness. And that's to tell you that the person loves himself. When people love themselves and cannot love you, such a relationship will break. Why? Because it takes two selfless people to make marriage work. It takes selflessness, not selfishness. So when I love myself enough, I cannot give love to the next person. I cannot inconvenience myself for the other person. Then I'm not ready to get married. I'm not ready to build a successful relationship. So the first thing, the person must be able to give communication, give time for you. And please, ladies, do not spend time now wasting the person's time saying, oh, the person called you twice a day, the person should still be calling you. You want the person to be calling 10 times a day. You don't have timetable for your life. Because some ladies become too demanding unnecessarily, and you also lose out on the potential person. You say the person should be calling 10 times. I don't understand. You don't have work. Because I have to break it down. Because when I say give time, say, hey, I'll go and tell that guy. Now, did you hear? Yeah, give time. And when I tell you to call me, the person has called you twice. The person is wondering. Those person work in MTN. Even MTN customer care, they don't call like that. Person will call you again. Up to like 7-10 times, person is calling you. It shows that you are idle. You don't have anything you are doing. And before you know, the person begins to see you as a liability, not an asset. So you are one who is just needy, not needed. Over time, the relationship becomes boring. But that's what liability does. Liability is a lot of demand. You always spend demand. But assets bring value. You enjoy it when you have assets. It's productive for you. But when it's liability, what do? It's like you're always carrying you up and down. You're like a walking debt. So you must give time. And do not understand what giving time is. That's why I'm breaking it down. So you must give time to who you love. Number 2, you must give gifts. Yeah, it's actually very important, but you've never bought somebody gifts. You know, it's very easy to collect, but not to give, not to contribute. Some people like to collect. If I say especially ladies, oh, why did you come for us today? But it's the truth. We like to collect. Many ladies are more of consumers than contributors. And consumers never grow companies. Because they always withdraw, never depositing. The bank account will be empty now. So if you're only a withdrawer, you're going to dry up the relationship. So you too, when I talk about giving gifts, I don't just mean just the guy. You as the lady, you must give gifts. That's the relationship with my husband. I will get him gift, even though he tells me now that the gift I was buying doesn't understand those kind of suits I was doing. But I got him suit that was suiting his life then, and that's he used to tease me, but I mean, in my states, my level, I was trying. I wasn't waiting for him. He has to give me, he has to do this. The same thing with him. Even though it wasn't boxed up. Because when you talk about gift, you think that the thing has to be big. No. In the little that you have, give gifts. No matter how small. My husband will get me biscuits. I appreciate it. That's why you must not be in a relationship with someone who doesn't appreciate your level. Guys, don't go after someone that's a level that is bigger than you too. Some guys, you are too greedy. Know your size. Know your level. Can we get me something? I remember one time he got me a wristwatch. It was not even second grade. But the way he packaged it and all. Don't just give gifts. Know how to present gifts. Just do it anyhow. It's not today that it's your birthday. Take. As if you are giving a garbage. Take. Give gift in a presentable way. Don't also all just give gifts only on birthdays, the other days. So I not be giving only annual gifts. It's true that once in a year people are born now. I mean, they born you twice. It's annual gift. After this year till next year again, you now start saving. What are you buying? Come on, handkerchief. Also know what the person needs. Even if you cannot buy what the person needs, buy something close to it. Like me, I'm a gift person too. That's one of my love language. But my top love language is act of service. Then my second is gift. But don't just buy me gift. Buy what I need. If you buy me gift, you just be there stored up. I won't dash it out. But just be observant to know what I need. Now, if you cannot buy the person what the person needs, buy something close to it. Be interested in knowing what your partner. I'm interested in knowing what your partner. I'm not just teaching relation. I'm talking about marriage too. Because we are all. I'm not going to get married. I want to be a eunuch. So it's very important. You must give gifts. And it's It's not a one-sided thing. It's for both the guys and the ladies. Number 3, under giving gifts, give support. Give vision support. Give vision support. Listen, this is one of the ways to know if someone is suitable for you. You tell a guy that, you know what, I love being a tailor. The guy tells you, I can't imagine telling people out there that my wife to be is a tailor. My sister, flee. It's not only form of sexual appearance you flee from. Flee from vision inhibitors. Flee. I didn't say walk. I said flee. You know how to flee. Sometimes you leave your heel behind. Because a man or a woman who will not support you will break you. So the Lord God says it's not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a helper fit, suitable for him. In other words, the person who fits you, the person that can support what you are doing. So the next thing is, before you can identify a red flag, you too, you need to know what are you doing. Don't be so quick to look for who is the person. Look for who are you in Christ. Because that's the problem. You can never know a red flag until you know what you will need as a person. Who are you? Who are you? Many of you just stand and look and say, the only thing you know about yourself is your spec. You have hips, you have good bum bum. But beyond, you have front, you have back, you have all of that. You have your... That's all you know. If you have some girls, the only thing that makes them have identity is their look. That's what Pastor C said is the only asset. Let me tell you something interesting. Any responsible man, a visionary, let me talk to you. They can get married, admire your spec, but my dear, content in your brain is what sustains. A man can be attracted to you how you look, but you see what you have sustains his attraction. I'm telling you, from my experience, my husband, if you like dress in a certain way and all, he appreciates it or likes you, your look, oh, my wife, you're beautiful. But you know what? When you don't have this, you can't, your tank is empty. No, when they are conversing, you know, content is more sexy than your look. I'm telling you. So when you're there, you just take a look, you just do your makeup. My sister, my brother, what are you made up of? It's beyond makeup. If you don't know what you are made up of, you don't know what the flag the guy is carrying or the lady is carrying. That's the truth. Yeah, that's how you're like, oh, I got married, I didn't know that he couldn't support my ministry. You did not know who you were. That's why you did not know who he was, who was going to be. You didn't know who you were. You were too quick to say yes when you didn't have your own doing, but you were saying yes, I do to somebody. That's the truth. So at the end of the day, you say yes on emptiness, and now you're getting married. In marriage, you're identifying you, but at the end of the day, the person you're identifying you, but the person cannot support what you have identified because the person is not on the same road. You can't two work together except they do what? How do you know doesn't agree with you? Is that you need to agree with what God has made you up of. You must agree with it. There are people who already know what God has told them, who they are in Christ, but they have refused to agree with it. When you don't agree with what God has put in your assignment, you cannot know who is assigned for you. You can't know. You must accept yourself. Accept where you are going to in life to know who will accept you. Acceptance makes you know which attraction you should sustain. He must accept you. So that when you see a vision supporter, you know. It's not in theory. There are people that come and meet you know, oh, wow. Because I need to let you know the signs. Red flags are not written on the head, though. You need to observe. So that you don't scoop ice cream and scoop away yourself. And say, oh, you don't understand. He's so nice and caring. He got me custom ice cream. Yet the relationship is cold. Cold ice cream. You can't save money and buy cold ice cream for yourself. That's why you go, you can't ask relevant questions. Because your mouth is, Cold, oh my God. I feel chills all over. Holy Ghost has not given you chills before in your room. Feel chills. What was I saying, Joe? So you can't know. That's the truth. Because why? You have not identified you as a person. You cannot observe. Because you must observe this thing. Red flag is not on the head. You need to observe by having, somebody tells you, you know what? Because it's not in theory. That's what I was saying. Yeah. Somebody tells you, I'm going to be a music minister. And really, music minister. Oh, wow. Awesome. It's not lip service, so you will know. You will see some practical things the person is doing. Like, wow, are you not going to go for rehearsals? Can we be sending you things, materials? There must be something you are seeing the person is dropping on the table that shows support, not just lip service. People are very smart. You need to be wise. They can smartly go into your heart and wow, be wowing you while you are going with the compliments. Wow you. And you will never see anything practical. I didn't really know why. My husband was the one that pushed me, but I had an idea. And then when we got into relationship, we'll be like, so you watch this thing. Watch this. He will ask me questions. He will say, go and read this book. Go and do this. So I knew that this man was not just a husband, he was a bridegroom from relationship. Because there are many men, but there are few bridegrooms. In fact, there are many husbands, but few bridegrooms. This is how you know someone that is going to support your vision. You go and be a visionary. Rather than jump into different relationships and they are breaking your heart. My sister, my brother, sit down and say, who am I? Who am I? Go and build capacity so that you will know who is capacitated for you. Go and build capacity for yourself. Go and build capacity. Attend conferences, not only this one. Go on YouTube. If you are a baker, go and invest in yourself. Live here. Live bone straight when you are not straight in your vision. Live all those ones. Those things will come. When you have built capacity, let me tell you something. Visionaries attract support. So leave all this cream. You're not buying the latest cream you should have bought. You're not buying the latest organic. Leave those things. Go and build you. Build you so that when that person comes, person knows that you're not marrying a mediocre. Go and build you. Let me tell you something. Marriage is boring when your purpose is not in view.